Yesterday at a moment I just saw three of the goslings, and I thought it was some little tragedy that happened, but there are four still there, so that's good. I just came in from my swim a little bit ago, and I should have forfeited. I was thinking not to do it so I could catch the first moments of the sunrise, and I just came out of my room now. There was such a bright disc, red disc, that cloud swallowed it up. And we have the moon setting up there, the waning full moon. We'll see some nice sun work in a few moments, a couple of minutes at least probably. There's a lot in the readings today, a lot, an awful lot. A lot of family, relationships, stories, very serious stuff, dramatic. Do you know that the Bible deals with the subject of suicide? And we're at that today. People can be very depressed, but even with all the gift of life, there is the terrible suffering of sadness, of depression, of meaning, lack of meaning, meaninglessness of life. In fact, a suffering that makes life unbearable. And the temptation of suicide is real for many people, and then sadly even in the most developed countries it's where it's worst pronounced, where that ability to win the victory of life can be forfeited. This guy's always playing around there with his airplane. You see it going up again. Too many impediments to watch him. What was this? The story's really long today. Oops, I wanted to get to that guy. He's gone again. So the story is very intense with Tobit. He's in big trouble and he desires not to live. He asks God to take him from this life. And then we have a parallel story happening far away in another city, in another building, in another home, where a girl is going through a terrible crisis of life, scared, hurting, filled with pain, and she has thoughts of suicide. And she struggles with that, and it's attributed to the destructive demon Asmodeus. The meaning of the word is the destroyer. So here we have this terribly depressive situation. Just read the text. And it stems from a comment very hurtful comment that one of the servants in the house, so this means this family is a well-to-do family, and one of the servants in the house wishes that she will never see a child from this woman. Sometimes we allow ourselves to say things to other people that are deeply hurtful, and that maybe take a long time to heal and leave scars that are lasting for and very, very saddening. And this happens across humanity because of envies, because of jealousies, because of thoughts that are harbored for a long time, sentiments. And it's hard not to hurt each other. We're all imperfect. So it's a fact of life. And then how do we treat that? How do we deal with it? And just a thought occurred to me there about 10 minutes ago when I was getting ready. Maybe somebody listening today, participating, maybe I will remember something that I said that hurt somebody. And maybe that still has a scar, and I do not know the level of that scar. Maybe it's an open wound still, not just a scar. Maybe it has never healed right. Maybe there's something I can do now to help relieve that pain. And the first thing would actually be to pray, because we need the spirit of love. We need the power of love, the delicacy and ingenuity of love. And in that sense, God is on our side. He's not a destroyer. And so I would say to pray for guidance and help, to be able to do the right thing, the right word to say, the right gesture, the right act of kindness. Maybe it's not even to address it yet, but simply to invite to a pizza, or to invite to, or to offer a help if we know there's a need. To find a way. Words are very powerful. And negative words are very powerful, and also positive words are very powerful. The great treasure we have in our word, that God created the world through the word. That's a wonderful insight of Genesis, through his word. And our words have creative power. And we don't have to be great drama authors like Shakespeare. We don't have to be great poets like Milton and Chaucer and all the great poets of history, Yeats and so forth, or great novelists. Our words have a lot of power within the circle of our family and friends. Words can be deeply demeaning, offending. It's really amazing. Think about it. Think about the moments you were hurt and it was a word, and if that word wasn't said, it would be a very different relationship. So a relationship could be destroyed because somebody said a particular word. We often have a tendency of thinking that we're just the spectators and the ones who do all these bad things are out there and the great saints are out there, but it's us, it's our life. We have the opportunity. It's our life. It's our words, it's our relationships. In that sense, the scriptures and the history of salvation is a great paradigm for ourselves. It gives us opportunities to size ourselves up, to measure ourselves. And we can do that in a healthy way that helps us to make the grade, to become better, to grow. We all love to grow, to enhance qualities, abilities. It's good for us to see the birds fly, because it kind of gets us dreaming about flying. It's great to see artists and different people doing good things, because it prompts us out of our own little circle. One of the words that really caught my attention in the story of the girl is she's inside in the darkness of her room, and there she is, so sad. And she goes to the window and opens up her hands. When you go to the window, this is a window this morning. We're out looking at what's outside our room. We're looking at this sunrise. To let the sunrise is a window. We come out to the window, we hold up our hands and we say, thank you. Thank you, Lord, for this light, for this warmth, for this goodness. And today I think we can think, we have enough strength to do that, right? We can say, is there somebody out there that needs a good word from me? Or maybe a good gesture, because a good gesture speaks 1,000 words. Like I say, pictures speak words, right? Pictures speak 1,000 words, but a kind deed is worth more than 1,000 phrases, I love you. And the word I love you is also important. But the I love you that's backed by gold bullion of deeds, and that's a note that's much more trustworthy, much more solid. That really builds and creates and lifts up. And maybe there are people who have said hard words to us that hurt us and hurt me. And maybe they're also struggling in their hearts how to fix it, and they don't know how. Maybe we can make that little effort to go toward them. Maybe we can do an act of kindness to the person who did something that was hard. I love the prayers of both Tobit and Sarah today. They're really, there's a humility about them, there's an intimacy, there's a warmth, there's a trust in God, there's a wholesomeness, there's a renewing quality in these words. And another line, it just comes to me now again, that touched me very deeply. When this girl overcomes her suicide direction, it's interesting to watch what happens. She actually thinks about her father and the grief it would cause her father were she to take her life. And there's an extraordinary clue there. When we're in our sad moments, in our negative moments, to think about the others and our relationships to the others, because we don't exist alone. We're not an island of misery and misfortune. We're part of a network. We're part of a fabric. We're a branch on the tree. Maybe we're just a leaf, it doesn't matter, but we're important for others, and to tear that away causes awful hurt. And that in itself, that consideration of solidarity, is a dawning of a goodness that overcomes the negativity. Because no matter how bad things are, there's the potential and the reality of a lot of good, an awful lot of good that only I can do, that only you can do. Nobody can smile like you and your family. I can't do it for you. The other live stream participants can't do it for you. But your smile today in your family is worth a lot. A little joke, nicely told. An appreciative comment. Oh, look at this, guys. We got two little fish down here. Do you see them? They're over on the left of the screen, the center of the screen now. They're still here together. I just find it hard to get the camera to... There, look on the right corner of the camera. The phone just swings around because it's zoomed in, and the lightest movement makes a big difference. So we'll get back to the phone. Oh, come on, phone. Don't do that to me. They're right there together. I'm so sorry I can't get them on for you. Hold on there. We'll have to get them. There we have them. Look at them. Isn't they gorgeous? Their eyes looking at us. And they're on this live stream. Give these fish some likes there, people. Oh, there's another baby catfish over here. He went out now, so I lost him. Oh, there's two more. No, there's about 6 more of these fish over here, just behind this stone. But they're also gone out of view now. While these two are still here. Where are you guys gone? I almost want to forfeit the gimbal because they're waving at you there, people. Now there's 3. There's another little one behind the big one. Now there's 4. So I think we leave it like that today, people. There's an awful lot in these readings. The relationships in a family, the words that are spoken, and people who serve us, with the person who comes to the door for a delivery, the Federal Express or whatever, UPS or whatever it is. The kind word that's spoken. And think about, also, I think we can think about, we have enough strength to think about the damage that has been done in the past. That maybe we can start finding a way to rebuild some relationships that have been hurt. God bless you. See you later, alligators. May you be blessed today.